let's see here, Troop 1717, take 1. Packing for a canoe trip. I'm going to start from left to right and talk about sleeping, clothes, food, extra gear, rain gear, water, etc. So starting from left to right, clothing I will wear and clothing I will pack, water shoes, I like Keens, any kind of sports shoe will do, any kind of running shoe that is not leather will do. It's not going to be cold, so that's not a problem. Their feet are going to be wet. Socks that have some wool content in them are nice. No cotton socks. These are an REI brand, but they're on sale a lot. I like them because they have wool and they have a little bit of spandex and stretch. I wear a pair and I bring several pair. I will wear this and pack a duplicate. I have an extra t-shirt and I have an extra pair of underpants, and I will wear these shorts all weekend. I will bring another pair, but I will probably not use them. These are quick dry. These are actually Boy Scout shorts. I got them at the Scout Shop for probably about 15-20 bucks. They're actually really nice. I like them very much. So that's going to be what I wear and what I pack. So I will also bring an extra shirt. This is just a quick dry type of nylon shirt that I have. I don't like being in the sun, so I usually wear a long sleeve shirt on the river. We'll talk about sunscreen too. But I'll either wear this or pack it. It just depends on the temperature. For sleeping, I have a foam mat. I have my sleeping bag. And this is my tent. The boys will have tent buddies, but that's my tent. Here's some extras. I have a stool I bring. It's a total extra. This is not something you need to worry about. And I don't travel without my pillow. It's my favorite thing. So, in terms of lunch, okay, sorry for the interruption. I'm going to keep moving down the table here. The boys are supposed to bring a lunch for the river. My kids a lot of times will bring an MRE. They're huge. They're easy to get. They're fun. The kids, it's like Christmas in a pouch. They don't require cooking. Lunch, minus a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for me, will be an apple, a little peanut butter, some trail mix, some chips, and a Cliff Bar. I won't eat all of it, but I have a lot of snacks. Missing also is one of my favorites, which is beef jerky. I recommend at least 2 bottles of water. I have 2 bottles myself. These will be full of water and will go in my pouch. I'm a big fan of little carabiners, especially on canoe trips. This makes it very easy for things to get clipped into belt loops, or as we tie things into the canoe, these clip off very nicely and won't get lost. But at least 2 liters. These Nalgene bottles are very popular. I got this one for free from someone, and I've had this one for years. This is just a little metal bottle, but they don't have to be that fancy. I'm a little bit about rain gear. I have a poncho and I have a parka. This is something I've had for, both of these things I've had for years. This is military issue, and this is just a North Face, Gore-Tex jacket that I've got. I will say one thing about ponchos is they're fantastic for camping. They're easy to come by, they're durable, they cover, they keep you dry, but these are a no-no for canoeing. The boys cannot wear these in a canoe. They can bring them on a canoe trip and wear them on the island, but they cannot wear these in the canoe if it's raining. And this is Georgia, and we're outside the drought, so it's likely that it will start raining at some point. So they need to have rain gear that's not a poncho. And here's all my extra stuff. I have my first aid kit. I have paracord. They have to have, I highly recommend a length of that. Here's my headlamp, a great tool to have. I have some rubber bands, compass. Scouts should not be without the compass. It comes in handy. I have handy wipes that I carry with me. I always travel with a bandana. It just comes in handy for me as well. Here's my extra battery for my headlamp. Insect repellent. Probably won't need it too much on this camping trip, but it is Georgia. We need it. Sunscreen. The leaders always carry an extra, but the boys should bring their own. It will be in the sun. My toothbrush and toothpaste. Here's my pocket knife. It's always here, but the boys can carry a pocket knife. And this is my coffee supply. All of this stuff goes into a Ziploc bag like this. That goes in my pocket. First aid kit. My headlamp will go in here. Ready to go. The boys should always carry their own first aid kit when they injure themselves. That's the first question we ask is, where's your first aid kit? So, waterproofing. This is my father's army bag. Oh, I forgot something. Mess kit. I have a aluminum cup and a titanium cup. This is pretty standard stuff for eating. There's a lot of different options that I can get into, but this is what I bring: a cup to drink out of and a cup to eat out of and a fork. So this is my dad's old army duffel bag. For canoe trips, this is perfect in my opinion. It's easy to carry, easy to waterproof, and easy to put into a canoe. So how do I waterproof? I take a contractor grade thick mill plastic bag, and I stuff it down in here like that. And I start putting my things in here that I want to take with me. If you're real paranoid, you can use 2, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. So in first goes my sleeping bag, in goes my mattress, give a little form. My stool, let's see if I can get this all in here. Here's my tent, and again the boys will have tent buddies, so this is going to be easier for them, they'll have less gear. So then my bag starts to take form. I would have my clothing, extra clothing, in a Ziploc bag, my extra sock, my extra underpants, my extra shirt. Again, this is just a Ziploc bag. You don't need to spend a lot of money on dry bags and a lot of money on heavy-duty things that are expensive. You can if you feel like it, but you don't need to. These things I've never seen fail. I just burp the air out of it, and then I can stuff it down in here. Things that I'm putting on the bottom are things I don't need right away. I don't need that right away. I'm going to be wearing these. My pillow, I don't travel without it. So what's next? I don't really need this right away. Yes, you can make an argument about my first aid kit, but I'll put that in there. My mess kit. And one of my water bottles I will pack. My lunch will go on top. I'll leave that one for someone else. Like I said, this goes in my pocket. And right on top is my wet weather gear, so I can get to it pretty easily. And so here's the key. This is packed down. You squeeze the air out of it. And then we've got a stem. You'll notice on my wrist is a rubber band. So what I'm going to do is make what we call a gooseneck. I'm going to squish this up big time and twist it over to a gooseneck like that. And I'm going to take this rubber band and I'm going to close it over. And that is done. Here is my strap. And I will close up the duffel bag like this. Almost finished. Click it off. And this is my gear, which will go right down between 2 gunnels and under a fort in a canoe. And here's my water bottle, which I can snap off someplace. And I don't need this. This is the poncho I told you about. And I am good to go. So that's how you pack for a canoe trip. If you want to pack all of the things individually inside in plastic bags, go for it. It's for the price of a plastic bag. It is not worth getting wet. go ahead and do it. Like I said, you can double bag on the inside. This protects you from getting holes in that. Waterproofing, yes, your bag will get wet, but everything on the inside is dry. And that's it, packing for a canoe trip.